When you're judging yourself, ask yourself, where is that judgment coming from? And you just need to learn how to disconnect and go, someone else's opinion outside of me says everything about that person and nothing about me. So I'm going to disconnect from judging myself through someone else's lens. And that's where you've got to practice. And leadership is just like sport. Athletes out there go and practice every single day before they go onto the field.
Fresh insights into what it means to lead today.
So it's getting curious. When you're judging yourself, ask yourself, where is that judgment coming from? If it is coming from your value set and it is something that is authentically you, then yeah, you might have we're human. So you might have said something or done something, or your actions might have been something that you're not proud of. Then take that on board. Learn, apologize if an apology is needed, adjust your behavior, because that's the best way to apologize, is adjust your behavior. But if the judgment is coming from the opinion of society, a cultural background, something that your parents said, your grandparents says, your sister, your uncle, your best friend, that's their opinion, and that's for them to take the weight off that. And you just need to learn how to disconnect and go, someone else's opinion outside of me says everything about that person and nothing about me. So I'm going to disconnect from judging myself through someone else's lens.
All these expectations from others pile up on each other. And sometimes I use the illustration of a young child who wants to go out and play in the winter weather. They're like, all I need are shorts and a t-shirt and maybe some shoes. And one parent comes along and says, no, you need a winter coat, and you need this and that. And other friends, family, whoever else is in the house comes along and says, oh, to be safe outside, to be warm in this weather, to have a good time, you need this layer of clothing, this item of clothing, you need this toy to play with, this thing to form the snowballs together, what have you. And pretty soon, it's been half an hour, the kid is still not gone outside, and they can't move. All that they can do is be like this, because they have 18, 20, 30 layers of sweaters and coats and scarves and mittens and layered on top of each other as they're trying to hold on to 30 different things that people say they need to have fun outside. Of course, the kid can't go outside now and have fun and roll around in the snow or do what they wanted, because they don't have the flexibility anymore from everything that's layered on. And all the judgment is the same way. The feelings we have about it may be the hardest to divest, because we have feelings about having the feelings. And one thing I find helps there dramatically is helping my clients recognize that there's no right or wrong about what we feel. It's just what it is. Yeah. And so holding in or not admitting or not recognizing or pushing away what we're feeling is the worst thing to do, to be able to have any autonomy over whatever situation is causing these to come up in. It's like having a runaway car and not being willing to say, well, I guess I have a runaway car, and instead, I don't even know what you would do instead.
And what you're touching base on and getting towards is an exercise I do called the circle of control. So even in that runaway car moment, it's kind of understanding and analyzing the whole situation, and you've got a smaller circle and a larger circle. What in that situation can you actually control? And you put that in. So you can definitely control your breath, You can control calling 911 if you think the car is going towards something where it's going to hit something, calling your insurance people. What you can't control, because you're a human, is the speed of the car, the direction of the car, where the car's going, what's going to happen. So in those kind of very high stress situations as leaders, I take a breath, breathe, anchor in, and very quickly go through all of the thoughts that are happening in your head and categorize them. Is it in my circle of control? Is it outside of my circle of control? And then you've just got to be very disciplined to laser focus in what's in my circle of control, what is my execution plan, what can I do right now? And some of those elements outside of circle of control, once you've executed a few of the things you can control, might come into the circle as well. So we get so caught up sometimes in uncertainty, in those elements that we have no power or control over, and we bleed all of our energy and our mental capacity into doing things and thinking through things that we cannot control. So that's where that real kind of emotional maturity and psychological strength and psychological success comes in the runaway car moment. What can I anchor myself into? What is certain right in this moment? And I'm not going to get caught up in the uncertainty, which our brains want to do because they're scanning all of the different options, and uncertainty is a very distressing thing to deal with. And that's where you've got to practice. And leadership is just like sport. Athletes out there go and practice every single day before they go onto the field. As leaders, we need to practice these moments and regularly do that circle of control situation in medium uncomfortable things, or as a routine every Monday morning. You do that for what you're facing for the week. So when the runaway car moment comes, your brain just naturally boom, 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 boom. This is what we're focusing on. This is what we're controlling on. This is step A. This is step B. This is step C. I can see those 3 steps. I'm not going to think about step D until I'm at step C, because at the moment, step D is unclear. So let's not even focus that far ahead, which is hard because as leaders, we're trained like, what's our 5-year plan, our 3-year plan, all of this kind of stuff. The higher you are up in leadership, the more you're working on the business, not in the business, and you're very much future orientated. So once you're at that higher levels of leadership, that's where you need to be more active in running exercises and running little drills on yourself of how you can anchor yourself into the present moment and psychologically focus on what's right in front of you and what needs to be done in this moment, because we spend a majority of our leadership time in the future, and it can be very hard to anchor high-level leaders into the present because we don't do it day to day.